And on to news just coming in. Sirens and explosions being heard in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv as Iran has announced missile salvos against Israel. Israel's military confirmed the development. In a post on X, it said that millions of Israelis were running for shelter as sirens sound in dozens of cities and communities around the country. That's the latest coming in at this point, with sirens and explosions being heard in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Iran announcing missile salvos against Israel and Israel's military confirming the development. In a post on X, it said millions of Israelis were running for shelter as sirens sound in dozens of cities and communities around the country.
موجة من الهجمات على إيران وفي المقابل يستقبل الصواريخ في هذه الأثناء.
And for more on all of this, joining us on the broadcast this minute is Dr. Saeed Imaman. Thanks very much for being here. I have to ask you first to comment on the latest, the way the situation is unfolding and the way things have changed in just a span of a few hours. The way things started out. At this point, what is your assessment of where things could be headed?
First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me here again. Actually, as I mentioned in last interview a few hours ago with your colleague, one thing that is very important is that to always remind ourselves that it was Israel that attacked Iran and invaded Iranian territory by unprovoked and illegitimate kind of the war imposition. So it's very important to know that it's Iran's right for self-defense and based on all international regulation and rules. So I would like to first of all to say sorry for the India's stance that has disassociated itself from the condemnation of the Israelis' strike, that it's very much against any kind of the international law. So Iran and India has a very good position in political interaction and relation. So Iranians all expect India to be much more clear with regards condemnation of the Israelis' violation of all human rights and the international laws. So it's the first point. The second point is that because Israel has continued today to attack Iranian infrastructure and civilians, Iran has started this evening at least 3 rounds of the missile attack on Haifa and Tel Aviv. Based on some videos that has been showed, the attacks has been to some extent successful, more than expected. At the same time, Israel has continued since the early hours of this morning, at the second day of his invasion, has continued to strike different targets in Iran, particularly in very, very civilized neighborhood. So this evening also it happened in Tehran. Still, we don't have clear reports of some casualties of that attack and any specific targets. But we know that Israel has targeted some official buildings so in the evening, all of them are empty. Of course, that is symbolic kind of the attack. And also Israel has attacked some fuel banks in east of Tehran that they are also very symbolic because he needed to show his supporters and the Israelis settlers that yes, he has done something symbolic in Tehran. But everyone should know that Iranian retaliation, first of all, is very legal and legitimate, and secondly, it seems that operationally very successful. So Iran is going just to show that it is not going to give up to the Israelis' invasion and aggression, illegitimate aggression. And Iran is going to have to use its rights for self-defense is something that is expected from any kind of the civilizational nation like Iran against some colonial state that is very superficial, like Israel, that has been based on occupation and colonial mentality.
Right.
Iran is continuing to defend itself, and it seems that operationally also it's something plausible has happened this evening.
All right, we're leaving it there for the moment. Thanks very much for joining us with your perspectives.
My pleasure. Thank you.